So for today's video, we are going to be talking about the Detail Cosmetics Velvet Multi-Use Mousse. So this line is actually in collaboration with YouTubers Mae Layug and Rei Germar. I believe I've talked to them. I've never talked to them. I believe I talked about them before in my Detail Cosmetics Powder Pout swatch review. So when I saw this and saw how affordable these were, I was like, I need to try it and see if it's a good replacement for the Sunny Space Air Blush. Because if you guys don't know, while I do love the Sunny Space Air Blush, I don't buy Sunny Space products anymore. So I wanted to test this out and see if they could be a good replacement. So let's start off with the packaging. I'll grab one lang kasi ang dami. Binili ko na naman lahat ng shades. Ilan ba yung mukha ko? Isa lang naman. The packaging is quite nice. It's not some cheapy plastic. It's like a matte finish. Tapos it just has like velvet flush detailing printed on the cover. And then at the back of it, you can see the product details, which is the name of the product as well as the name of the shade. And then it has a 12-month shelf life and you get 8 grams of product. So when you open it, you have your mousse in the middle. It reminds me of the Maybelline Dream Bounce blush, which came out like more than 10 years ago na, but that's what reminds me of this. And then you have a small mirror on the other side, which I do appreciate kasi it's enough naman to actually do your eyes and then your blush, tapos apply some lipstick. Medyo nauubos na yung lipstick, so I'm going to reapply right now. If it gives you an idea, ayan, you need to kind of reapply this kasi all I've been doing is talking pero it's kind of wearing out. Pinangunahan ko yung review ko. Sorry, napansin ko lang kasi. So when it comes to the packaging, again, it's not that bad. It's not too cheap, but it's also like not the best because I find it a little bit bulky kasi nga square siya tapos makanto and then medyo thick siya. But I do understand that kasi the product itself inside, it's like embossed. So again, this product has a 12-month shelf life and it retails for 249 pesos. So super affordable siya because you get a lot of product and you can use it on your eyes, cheeks, and lips. You guys already know me, I love multi-use products, so I had to test this out. So it's enriched with vitamin E, which fights off free radicals, and it's also moisturizing. It also has shea butter, which also helps it be moisturizing. It also helps make it blend easier on your face para hindi siya, patchy and difficult to blend. And then last but not the least, it has avocado oil as well, which again, another moisturizing ingredient. My only problem with this is when I was thinking about it, it has so much moisturizing ingredients in it na baka when you live in a hot and humid country like the Philippines or a tropical country like the Philippines, tapos may oily skin ka pa, hindi ba magsislip lang yung product all over your face? I also learned how to make this product work for my skin because I did go through some of that problems at first whenever I would use a hydrating base or anything na may radiance or mas shiny na hydrating base. I find that it's harder to keep this on my face. But whenever I used more of a mattifying base, it really helped kasi number one, it's not that easy to blend. In my opinion, I needed some time to really just pat it all over my face kasi when you do like the swirling motions and you're used to that na, it looks a little patchy. So what I like to do is whenever I grab a product, I dab a little bit all over my face tapos I use a clean finger to really blend it out and make it seem very natural. So that's how I like to use it and I find that looks best, especially on my cheek area. And then it doesn't slip as bad as whenever I use a product or a hydrating base on my face. So it works well when you use like a mattifying base and use this on top. Because of the fact that it has a lot of moisturizing ingredients, it could be too much for your skin if you're layering and layering a ton of hydrating products underneath. So for the claims, it's also lightweight, non-sticky, and long-lasting. Again, when it comes to these, I think they're all correct with that claim as long as you use a mattifying base with this. Because whenever I use a hydrating base, lahat talaga yun. As in, nagsislip siya all over my face and it's so hard to apply on my face and keep it there for a while. So for my final thoughts about the Velvet Flush Multi-Use Mousse, I find that it's a little too moisturizing for my lids. So what I like to do is, like I said, just use a mattifying base. So when I use this on my lids, what I like to do is apply like a matte concealer underneath it as my primer. And then for my face naman is, again, just use a regular primer and then some not really a mattifying foundation, but more of a non-hydrating foundation, because that will really help keep it, keep it together or keep it on your face and not slip away because it's so moisturizing nga. And then for the lips naman, it's not my favorite. I understand why they have a lot of moisturizing ingredients in this, because you do apply it on your lips, and a lot of times our lips have a tendency to become crusty and dry when there's not enough moisture in it. Although for some reason, I'm gonna show you guys my lips. Ayan, it's kind of dry and crusty na. It's not that bad, but it's not the most moisturizing product for my lips. So it's really not my favorite for the lips. Pero on my lids and my cheeks, I actually like it. For the lips, I just have a lot of other products that work best on my lips and not this. Overall, it's a typical mousse formula, especially when it comes to your cheeks. So for the price, it's really good, 249 pesos, and you have a variety of like 6 shades to choose from. So you're bound to find a shade that's good for you. Pero is it something revolutionary that if you already have like a mousse or like a cream blush that you like, do you need to go out of your way and get this? Maybe not, because it's not something that's new in the market. We've already had this. Pero if you're a fan of either Mae Layug or Rei Germar, it might be good kasi nga this is in support of them kasi it's their collaboration. But yeah, overall, like I said, it's not something new. If you already have a cream blush that you like, I don't recommend it. If you're looking to try out cream blushes, then maybe try this one first because it's only 249 pesos. See if you like the consistency, see if you like how it looks on your face, and then maybe level up the next time to some other cream blush. Overall, it's okay. It's not the best, but now let's get onto the swatches because we have 6 shades right here and I want to show you guys which ones I love and which ones I could just live without. So starting off with the lightest and brightest shade, this is the shade Cotton. So looking at the packaging, as you can see, it looks like your typical peach color. So here is a swatch. It's actually similar to the Sunny's Face Air Blush shade na peach. It's super close. As you can see, it's not my favorite because like I said, like I always say, I don't go for light bright shades because I don't feel like it goes well with my skin tone. And then the next shade that we have is Luna. So Luna is another lighter shade, but it has more of a warmer undertone to it. It has more orangey undertones compared to Cotton. I feel like Cotton has more of a pink warm undertone, whereas Luna has an orange warm undertone. So it's more of that corally orange shade, and this is a coral pink shade. It's also not my favorite because again, when it comes to these lighter shades, I feel like it looks best on lighter skin tones, whereas I'm morena, so I want something that's a little bit darker than this. Okay, so our next shade is Milky. So Milky is kind of like a blend between Cotton and Luna in my opinion. It's more of your red warm tone. It's definitely a lot brighter. It's not something that I'll use on my lids because I feel like it will make me look sickly. But it's something that's good for the cheeks because it's something that will really bring out some life to your face. It's light and bright, but do use it in moderation because if you apply too much, you might look like a kabuki. Kabuki? What do you call that? I forget. The next shade that we have is Max. So Max is more of like a brick red in my opinion. It's kind of a bright red, but a little bit more on the warmer brown tone. I actually like this shade. I feel like it looks good on the lids as well as my cheeks. It's really subtle, but it's there. And that is why I like it. And it's something that if you have a deeper skin tone and you really like Cotton, I would say just go for Max because it's gonna appear better on your cheeks. It's gonna have that like nice rosy color, and that's why I like it. The next shade that we have is Lucas. So Lucas is more of your nude brown shade, which is not my favorite when it comes to the cheeks. Because when it comes to my blush, I like something that's a little bit more bright and happy, and especially on my lips. I've been into a lot of brown nudes before, but recently I've been looking for more bright pink looks to make myself look happier, and but I don't mind this on my lids because I feel like it's a nice transition shade, but on my cheeks and my lips, I just feel like it feels a little too sad. And our last shade is Bow. Now, at first, I didn't think that I would like the shade Bow. This is because of the fact that I feel like it's too dark for my liking. I won't like it on my eyelids, but surprisingly this is actually the perfect shade for my eyelids. I really like it for my lids. It's one of those shades na if I'm too lazy to do my eyeshadow look, I'll just dab this on, blend it out with a blending brush, and I'm good to go. I feel like I look put together. It's not too dark na I can only use it at nighttime, but it's a nice day to night shade that I could use universally. It doesn't look too bad on the cheeks as well. Just use it with caution and apply a little bit so that it's not too dark on cheeks because it's already on your lids anyway. So just a nice light flush will go a long way with this shade. On my lips, I also like it because it's not too dark and not too vampy, but it's a nice mauve pink shade that really brings life to my lips without looking too young as like a bright color, but I feel like it just helps tie it all together. So my favorite shade is Bow, and I feel like this is the only one that I'm actually keeping. It's super close to the skinny dipping shade ni Isian Ko multi-use crayon, but again, if it looks good on you, why not, diba? The other shades, I feel like I could live without. I just feel like the shade Bow,
Sana naghugas muna tayo ng kamay, ano?
I could actually use it on my lids, my cheeks, and my lips. Whereas some of the other shades, I can only use it on my lids, some I can only use on my cheeks, alam mo yon, because may binabagayan nga siya. So, don't worry, I'm gonna give this all to like my friends and family naman. So, nothing will go to waste. But overall, again, final thoughts, it's something that you can skip. There's a good amount of shades that you can choose from. So if you're looking into dipping your toes in cream blushes, highly recommend trying it out with these first because it's only 249 pesos. But if you already have something that you love, you can skip this. That is it for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and you found it very helpful. I hope that you liked that I swatched all of the shades on my lids, my cheeks, and my lips. I always find it helpful that way, so that's why I always do it. But anyway, that is it for today's video. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it and it helped you in any way, shape, or form, please do give it a thumbs up. And once again, it's Eunice. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!